streak over 4 years. All of that success eventually culminated in winning back-to-back state titles. The teams included numerous all-conference and all-state players, and both teams held scoring margins of over 30 points per game over their opponents. The teams also hold many school records. The 1998 team holds cadet basketball records in best field goal percentage in a season, most assists in a season, assists per game, and most steals in a season. The 1999 team holds cadet basketball records in most points in a game, most points in a season, most field goals made in a game, most field goals made in a season, and the best defensive scoring average in a season.
Growing up with the same group of guys, started way back before 5th grade, and having the same group and kind of it all culminating in junior and senior years, winning the state championship with your best friends, with coaches that you grew up, as teachers and the whole community behind you, and then to still stay in touch with most of those guys today, I think is probably the best part of it. I feel lucky to have grown up in a smaller town. We grew up coming to the high school games, on weekend nights, and the high school kids, when we were in grade school, were our idols, and that's who we wanted to be like. And we'd come to games, and there were a couple teams that made it to the state tournament, and that was kind of our goal. It was like, okay, if we could be one of those teams that could do that. So to be able to do that, and then I guess people look back on that, very favorably, I guess it's pretty cool. I think we thought we had a good chance to win. I think we I don't think we got ahead of ourselves, but it was certainly a goal of ours that we'd had for a long time. So to have that the first time, and then that second year to really have the goal of doing it again, and then be able to do so is pretty neat.
I don't know. We just played. We played not just in high school games. We play, on the weekends and nights. For us it was just basketball. The fact that we happened to win a lot. We had a good group of people that worked hard, and just worked out nicely for us. So it's odd to hear you say that, but yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm very proud of it. It's surreal in some ways. Some things haven't changed at all. Other things have. I'll be interested to see the game tonight because I haven't been to a game since I graduated, I don't think. So looking forward to seeing that, seeing how this team is, and seeing Michael coach, which is very odd for us because he was just a little guy when we were in high school. So it's going to be neat. Looking forward to it.
Let's introduce the coaches and the players from these outstanding teams. Coaches, assistant coaches, Randy Fiskus, Sheldon Reno, Darren Redmond, and head coach Dave Patterson. From the class of 1999, Tyler Riker, Eric Beard, Michael Paulinos Barbera, Lou Bronckhorst, Jason G. Pryor, Tony Howard, Ladies and gentlemen, please join 99.
I just remember, first off, losing the first round of state the previous year, my junior year, and it just kind of lit a fire for all of us to come back even stronger the next year, put the time in during the off season, and just made ourselves better so that we were going to be prepared to make a good run for the title come that senior year. Oh, it's great because a lot of these guys I haven't seen in a while, so it's just the opportunity to see everybody again, take the time to see what's going on in everybody's lives, and then just make it back to a high school game. It's going to be a good experience because it's been a long time since I've seen a game here myself, so looking forward to it. Oh yeah, it's one of those memories that I'll take with me my entire life. Just it's quite an experience just to get to play down at state. Not everybody gets that chance, and to get to do it 2 years in a row
it was a big deal. I mean, I think back then it was like the most important thing in the world to me, and I think now I look back at it and just really appreciate how much fun we had and kind of a bond we created here. And I feel fortunate I was in a situation where I could make lifelong friends and be so close with a lot of these guys. And here we're almost 40 years old and we're still friends, and a lot of our shared experiences were with sports. So, you know, I just look back at it now and it's just like such a fun time, and you know, I'm just, you know, really fortunate we had that. You know, the basketball stuff was a lot of fun, actually playing with the group of guys. The games were fun, but I think equally the things I'll remember is hanging out at each other's houses and bus trips and all kinds of, you know, just going to football games together, whatever it was. But you know, I feel very lucky to have grown up here and learned a lot here, a lot of things that I could take with me, and about just how to treat people, and how to work, and a lot of those type of values, and just, you know, like, again, lifelong friends is probably the most important thing I took from here. When I come here, it's almost like that's just Nick. You know, that there's a lot of the people that I knew back then are still here, so I don't think they see me as anything different than any of these other guys. I think they're incredibly supportive of my career, and I think it was fun for them to see me do some of these things since I left here. But I've been here enough and stayed in touch enough that I think it's just Nick coming back, you know, which is a really cool feeling. It feels very comfortable here. It feels like home, and I really appreciate it.
One more time, the straight championship teams of 98 and 99.